Thank you all very much for being here. And let me just tell you that your presence here and in congressional offices is enormously important. Last time I was in this room with a group of seniors, we were determined to stop this so-called chain CPI. And let me tell you now, what I can tell you is that senators in the House were a half an inch away from doing it, and you know who stopped them? You did. And we're going to stop them again. Let me thank all of the disability organizations and the senior groups for coming together, and we have virtually all of the national organizations working with us. And our job is to send a very loud and clear message to the Republican leadership in the Senate and the House. Stop manufacturing a crisis in the Social Security Disability Insurance Program. There is no crisis. Stop manufacturing one. Stop trying to pit senior citizens on fixed incomes against the disabled. We are going to stand together. Stop rigging the rules so that you can cut Social Security benefits for the most vulnerable people in this country, while at the same time you're busy about giving tax breaks to the wealthiest and the largest corporations. Stop it. Now, I know Max and others, and I know everybody here on the panel is going to make the point, and we want to thank those who helped us develop this study, that the skyrocketing increase, the obscene level of wealth and income inequality in our country has not only hurt millions of Americans and helped cause the middle class of our country to disappear, but it has also hurt Social Security. If income inequality had stayed at the same level today as it was in 1983, Social Security would have more than $1 trillion than it does today in the trust fund. If the payroll tax had continued to cover 90% of all earnings, rather than the 83% that it currently covers, because incomes have gone down, the Social Security Trust Fund would be able to pay every benefit owed to every eligible American, not just for the next 18 years, but for the next 38 years. So in essence, what the Republicans are doing are punishing working people twice. First, their incomes have gone down and the rich have gotten richer. And then they're saying because incomes have gone down, less money has gone into the trust fund. And now that less money is going into the trust fund, we're going to have to cut benefits. That is exactly what the Republicans are planning. And this is a Robin Hood proposal in reverse. They are taking from the poor and giving to the wealthiest people in this country. In America today, when we talk, and again, this study is so important, when we talk about income and wealth inequality, what everybody in this room has got to know is that today, if you can believe it, the top 0.1% own more wealth than the bottom 90% of Americans. Today, since the Wall Street crash of 2008, over 99% of all new income is going to the top 1%. This is a moral outrage, it's an economic outrage, and it is decidedly hurting Social Security. Now, over the short term, what we have got to do now has been done 11 times in the past under Republican presidents and under Democratic presidents, and that is rebalance funds between the Social Security Retirement Fund and the Disability Insurance Fund. People don't know this. Yes, it has been done 11 times, but of the 11 times, on 5 occasions, money was taken from the Disability Insurance Fund and transferred to the Retirement Fund for older people. Doing this would make Social Security retirement benefits and disability benefits allowed to be paid out for the next 18 years. Longer term, what we have got to do, and I speak now only for myself, the fact that Social Security will be solvent for 18 years means that we have no crisis. But all of us want Social Security to be solvent for our kids and our grandchildren, and many of us understand that not only must we oppose cuts in Social Security and disability benefits, given the hard times facing so many of those beneficiaries, we have got to expand benefits. Expand benefits. And how do you do that? Well, very simple, and everybody in this room, I think, virtually knows it. Right now, you got a multimillionaire paying the same amount of money into the Social Security Trust Fund as somebody who's making $118,500. If you lift that cap, and people can argue where you start, but if you lift that cap and make sure that millionaires and billionaires start contributing their fair share into the fund, we can extend Social Security for decades and expand benefits, and in my view, that is exactly what we should do. So thank you all very, very much.